Today, I'll be talking on, are you a mother or you are a mother? That's what I'll be talking on today. As a counselor, I took out my time to interact with some marital men, and I found a majority of them enduring their marriages rather than enjoying it. Most of them were mothered by what was supposed to mother them. Instead of headmates, we have many headmates in marriages today. Many men had they got married for comfort, but all the experience later was warfront. These marital menaces have been on from generation to generations, which have put breakups and divorces on our side. Today, I will talk on what it takes to be a good wife, how to prepare for a good marital home, what men desire in a wife, and the attributes of a good wife. These are some of the things I'll be talking on the series for today. This section is a series, so endeavor to watch the series of these sections to the end. Women are known for home building. Women have a special future, and that future is to build, according to Proverbs chapter 14, verse 1. Proverbs 14, verse 1. He said, every wise woman builds her house, but the foolish pluck it down with her hands. These are ways that came from a man who was surrounded by many women. According to history, Solomon had many wives, among which are 700 wives and 300 concubines. I believe some of his wives were home builders and others were home pullers. Now, if you happen to be a woman living in that Solomon's kind of environment, with lots of competition over one man and his weight, what will you do? How well are you building your home as a woman? To build a happy home successfully as a woman, you have a major role to play. You have a major role to play. So many women, they have plucked their home, they have destroyed their home rather than building it. The life of women is surrounded by building. God has given all women an amazing amount of influence in their homes. And that influence is to build the home. I will say that women, they hold the foundation of the home. The duty of a woman, the duty of every woman, they are the foundation of the home. They hold the foundation. They are like the pillar of the home. If a woman can stand firm by holding the foundation of the home, then that relationship will last the test of time. The life of women is surrounded by building. God has given all women an amazing amount and influence in their homes. Women can often set the mood for better or worse. It is a lot of responsibility that can only be properly undertaken as we see God's help. God took a rib from a man to build a woman because he knew that her life thereafter will be that of building. During conception, women build babies in their womb for 9 months until the delivery stage. In a family settings, ladies are trained to take care of domestic work at home. After marriage, women assist their husband to take care of the home. Women are also in charge of taking care of the kids at home, we can see that the lifestyle of women is centered on building. Here comes the question. Again, are you building your home as a woman, or you are pulling it down with your hands? Every woman should cultivate management skills. This will help them to manage their homes. There is a lot of design to be made when a house is being built. Things have to be put into the axe in a certain order. While the husband is the head of the home, the wife is typically the one who manages the affairs of the home. In a marital setting, the husband stands as the CEO of the home, while the wife stands as the managing director of the home. If couples can learn to understand these two things, then peaks will abound in that relationship. Then peaks will come to stay and to remain. In our day, this can be as practical as crafting meal, replacing the kids' grown arts shoes, and making sure that your husband have clean clothes to wear. As a woman, it will be wise to abandon the responsibility of building your home to your husband or some other person. Show me an organized home and I will show you a good and organized wife. An improper home setting is a failure on the side of the wife. Either you are building your home as a woman or you are blocking it down with your hands. Another thing women is known for. Women are known for murder, not murder. Most men have been wounded by what was supposed to give them comfort. As a woman, you need to be accommodative. This means you need to be patient, perseverance, and tolerance. All women have 3 mother roles to play. The first role as a woman is to be a mother to yourself. Your second role is to be a mother to your husband. And the third one is to be a mother to your children. You can see that the responsibility of women are far greater than that of a man. You as a woman can either keep your home alive or murder it. So many women out there have murdered their marriages through their attitude, behavior, and misconduct, instead of them to murder it. A large number of husbands complain that their wives are nagging and distressing. Some of them, because of the nagging situation of the wives, they find places to go outside the home in order to escape their wives' pestering nature. This sometimes takes place in marriages with children. The wife is so accustomed to giving her children order that she forgets that her husband is not one of her children. There are some women, because they are so used to giving order, that they end up ordering the man, ordering their spouse here and there, forgetting that it's not one of the children. Ordering a parent can be so annoying. It is like ordering your box in the office. Don't make his heart bleed more after a hard day at work. Most wives, by their attitudes, led their husband into thinking, high blood pressure, and indirectly send him to his early grave. Don't bother him indirectly through your attitude. Treat him with respect. Treat your spouse as a king, even if he cannot beat up what he has means financially. By by your words of encouragement someday, and through hard work, you'll be able to beat up to that. Learn at all times to be a mother to your husband and not a mother. Don't mother him. Mother means love, care, a large heart, and comfort. Don't be a nagging wife. Be a woman of respect and humility. And those around you should know you for that. Be careful for what you have rather than being querulous about what you don't have. When you keep thinking of what you don't have, you will demonstrate an undesirable character, which will end up destroying your home rather than building it. This means as a woman, you need to be contented with what you have at every point in time as you hope for better things to come, future. That is why scripture says it is better to dwell on the rooftop than to dwell with a nagging wife. Proverbs chapter 25, verses 24. Many women have made their husband victims of falling into the hands of other women because of their attitudes. When they find out peace with some other women, they remain there. Give him all the comfort he needs, and you'll be glad to keep him to yourself for the rest of your life. A woman can tear down a house with her whole hands. The same is true with her tongue. There are different ways in which a woman can tear a house. There are different ways in which a woman can pull down a house. A woman can do this with her hands or with her tongue. I'm going to explain more of this. She can tear down a good friend or a man quicker with her tongue than with anything else. A woman holds the power of life and death in her words, even if she is not aware of it. With her mouth, she can either turn a discouraged man from zero into hero, from a non-entity into a celebrity, and bring out the giants in him. Don't push your spouse into the cliff of condemnation. She can either mend a broken relationship with her mouth or scatter it forever. She can bless her way out of a tough circumstances, or she can cause her way into a pit of loneliness and depression. Proverbs states that it is better for a man to live alone in the wilderness than to live with a contentious, angry, agreeable, or divisive woman. Proverbs 21, verse 19. At least when the night falls in the wilderness, it can escape the heat of the sun. But a contentious woman finds pleasure in blasting whatever is within her ears shut. The world in her presence can escape her viper words. Every woman must watch how she speaks and to choose her words carefully. A wise woman chooses her words carefully because those words can either build or destroy, can either encourage or discourage. A bad wife will make her husband gloomy and depressed and break his heart. If you always want to find something to complain about, you will see men, there are so many things to complain about as a woman. But on the other hand, if you always want to find something to be thankful about, you will also find certain things to be thankful about. Put your thoughts on the positive, and that will help you to create a light atmosphere no matter what happens around you, no matter the situations around you. That will help to create a light atmosphere, an atmosphere that is surrounded with joy and peace. Men need a conducive place to be inspired. Think, meditate, and plan for the future. But when they are surrounded by a woman who nag and is distressing, it will be difficult for such a man to be inspired to dream and to meditate as regards future plans. That's why you see men oftentimes that are married to a nagging wife going out of the home, looking for a place, a comfort, a place where they can be inspired, where they can think and plan for the future. As a woman, make your home such a place for him. Don't drive him out to another place where he can keep his comfort.